Right, so this is a rolling demo of Budokan the Martial Spirit. And it looks like it's done by Electronic Arts within that time. 1989. Okay, tell a lie, because I said it was 1990 before I recorded this. And here we go. Quite an interesting title screen. So yeah, as I mentioned, this is a rolling demo, so this is one we don't play, we just watch and witness. Having said that, do we need to do anything to this screen? Do we need to press fire or space? Or enter or click in? Doesn't seem like it. Yes, we just wait. Let's find out. So yeah, back in the days when Electronic Arts were not complete and utter scumbags, I would imagine anyway. I still kind of remember when I think of Electronic Arts, I think of that review that Yahtzee Crowshot did of it was a Sim City game, wasn't it? I can't remember which one it was exactly, but one of the more recent ones where you had to be online for to get the game working, which is just ridiculous. Okay, so yep, sure enough, this is all running by itself. And it looks like what's going on here. There's 4 different dojos to choose from. I think. So is this like unarmed combat? Unarmed combat, staff, fencing perhaps? Not sure what the other one is. Okay, is that pronounced kumite? Kumite? Kumite with Ikkyu, Sankyu, or Shodan? Okay, I was a bit worried there with the loading. Seemed to go off on a loop, but here we are. Okay, well it looks alright. It's got some nice animation to it. Sound effects seem pretty good. Quite like the art style. Perhaps, perhaps a bit on the slow side. Oh, you got the stamina up there as well, and a Kai meter too. Oh, that was a fault? Okay. So this seems to be pretty realistic. Like trying to cater towards how it's supposed to be in traditional martial arts. No low blows here, so sorry, International Karate Plus. So yeah, if the rolling demo was 89, then maybe the full game would have come out 1 year later. Just check it out. So here we go. Interesting. So it looks like the full game either comes out. It looks like it's come out on 2 discs. And yeah, sure enough, the full game came out on 1990. It looks like there's a 1989 edition as well. So I don't know if that was just like a different version or a prototype, perhaps. which I think was the same time as IK Plus. Just going to check the dates on that. Oh well, okay, so International Karate Plus came out in 1988, so actually a couple of years prior to this. The full game of Budokan came out in 1990. This was actually 2 years earlier. International Karate Plus was 2 years earlier. Um, Interesting, because I mean, I guess I, I guess it depends on personal preference. I know a lot of people, like even to this day, are still enjoying IK Plus. IK Plus was actually on a couple of tournaments from. I was going to say Lemon Amiga, definitely not. But it was on. It was on the. It was on as a league challenge. It was on Lemon Amiga, I believe, as well as a couple of tournaments from Amiga Live. At least a couple of tournaments, anyway. And I would guess that, yeah, a lot of people would prefer IK Plus to this, just because it's one of those games that you can just sort of dive right in. It was the animation was the animation was very good as well, very fast, very fluid. Whereas this one's a little bit on the a little bit on the slower side. But I don't know. On the other hand, I've never tried out the full game of Budokan. Well, I've never played it at all. We're just witnessing this demo. So yeah, I mean, witnessing a game would be a lot different than actually playing it. Just want to see if it's if anyone actually reviewed this one as well. Oh, so now there are nunchucks. Okay, interesting. Hmm. You'd expect the characters to feel a little bit more impact. I mean, getting clouted with a nunchuck in the face isn't going to be a pleasant experience. That's just like a direct. There's like multiple hits to the skull right there. Okay, so it got 83% from Amiga Action. I mean, they tend to review stuff. Well, they're not very good at reviewing stuff anyway, so to take that what it's worth. But generally some high scores. Oh, with a couple of exceptions. Okay, let's go down the list. Let's have a look. So I've never heard of Generation Magazine. They reviewed it on January 1990. They gave it a whopping 94%. Oh, that was on the PC back then. Okay. And a C64 review from Zap, they gave it 92%. Joystick Joystick give it 92. I didn't even know there's a magazine called Joystick. Okay, CU Amiga give it 87%. They give it a CU Screen Star reward as well. Ace Magazine give it 825 out of 100. Oh, Amiga Action reviewed it again and gave it 79%. So that might be like a later review. Yeah, they reviewed it once in January and again in May of the same year. Amiga Power give it a 64%. CU Amiga, oh wow. A re-release CU Amiga gave it 35%. Interesting because yeah, on the May 1990 they give it 87%, but July 1991, no, July 1993 they for some reason reviewed it again and gave it a much lower score. Pombox, hello, how's it going? You had this one back in the day. Oh, okay. You actually played this one. What was your experiences with this one? Because yeah, we're just checking out the demo of this, the rolling demo, and just checking out all the yeah, all the reviews as well. The one Amiga give this one 81%, and this is a review in July 1993. So I guess it was re-released, but on budget. Hit Squad Platinum. Hit Squad, that rings a bell. They do a lot of budget stuff, don't they? Didn't play it too much to learn. Okay. It looks interesting enough. Looks like they're experimenting with different weapons. So we've seen from the demo unarmed like martial arts, the use of nunchucks, and I guess that's what would they call the staff there? Oh, the bow, of course. Yeah, that was the same staff as Donatello from the Turtles. It was only until like not too long ago I learned it was a bow staff. I just called it a staff or quarter staff. Amiga Joker gave it 74%. Reviewed back in May 1990. So yeah, generally favourable reviews. And Amiga Power, okay, Amiga Power reviewed it again, July 93 with a score of 63%. So, you know, even Amiga Power were quite, we sort of had a somewhat of a respect for this game. There is a lot of load into this. Yeah, this is, well, the rolling demo anyway was 1989, and we're emulating it on an A500. So there is quite a bit of load into it. I suppose I could have chanced it and loaded it with something else. Like maybe an A1200 with faster setup, perhaps. Oh, okay, so this is kendo fighting. Could they actually jump? Were they allowed to jump in the actual like sport of it all? WHD load maybe. Yeah, I mean assuming it's on Amiga Live perhaps. Let's have a quick look actually. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's the kind of game which doesn't feel like it's very like arcadey. Not the sort of thing you can sort of dive right in. Like maybe you have to sort of plan. I mean, it looks interesting enough to it looks interesting to witness, but I don't know if playing it would be a better or worse experience. Oh well, they've actually got bopping on the Amiga Live. We just made a demo of that not too long ago. Here we go. Yeah, Budokan WHD. It is located. And according to, oh, and there's different screenshots on Amiga Live as well, showing like actual matches. Someone against a quarterstaff with someone against someone who's unarmed. Interesting. couldn't quite get into the controls. That's unfortunate. Yeah, because controls, because I was, referring to, IK Plus as well, which had a more sort of sillier arcade approach about it. But yeah, very responsive game. I was kind of hoping it had that sort of control system. It didn't have to be that quick, but as long as it was responsive, it was alright. Wait, did we just talk to that person? Did you have something? Did you have something clever to say? Oh, that might seem like I think that's the demo expired. Because when we first looked at this screen, we couldn't get out of it. We had to wait for it to. We had to wait for the music to finish. Okay, we shall see. And if he goes to if he ventures through the same areas, we'll know that it's looping. This one actually seemed, yeah, legitimately fascinating to watch. Anyway, like there are some games I realise, at my age, there are some games that I prefer to watch than I do to play. Example of those are graphic adventures like Simon the Sorcerer, Monkey Island, and stuff like that. But yeah, I would be more. I think I would be more interested in watching something than this than I would playing it. But it would be interesting to figure out the controls of this as well. It's just more the experience than anything else. Yeah, he's going back. He's revisiting. Yep. Okay, it is looping off. So, okay, we'll round it off there. But yeah, that was a Budokan Martial Spirit. Hope everyone enjoyed watching that one. It does seem very interesting. I do like the graphics, and yeah, yeah, quite a delight to watch.